much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
All right. I'm so giddy, so excited. The anticipation is second to none. Let's get it on.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Right hook just missed. Of course, we fight outside today, Johnny, and that's going to put a little extra strain on both of these fighters' conditioning.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, Ted, and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be, so you've got to make sure you prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking at a fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
To be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. All the time. Neither one of them. Hold that thought. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe. Did you see that? Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Dark Destroyer now in a very dark place. A much better game plan here.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Sometimes when you're fighting, Nigel Benn down. Can you believe it? Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
He's up buckle for how long? Look at her. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot, a clean one, and he's out of there.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back.
Let's see that again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about BENN in that last round. And there's the bell for round 3. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Can the Dark Destroyer get out of this dark place? And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
He scores with the counter. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Which one of these Whoa, wait a minute! Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. Looks like trouble was averted.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Here we go to the fourth round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You'd like to see more jabs. That jab was blocked. That impact. Let's see that again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Nigel Benn has been rocked. How did they not go down?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Beautiful counter punch. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. He's been... Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? They really got banged up last week. I don't care how good your chin is, a punch like that, and you're going down.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be... one punch did the trick. Let's see it in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. One, two, three, four.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Heavy shots, and Nigel Benn goes down. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
I need to see that again. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. We continue.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down.
I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
I've got to see that again. One, two, three, four, five, six.
Let's talk about Ben in that last round. The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet, so there's the bell to start round 6. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
This is the kind of fight you expect from 2 world-class elite middleweights. Can't connect with that right hook. Catch and shoot. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that accept. Whoa, wait a minute! Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close. Here comes round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. And what else could they do but to take a knee here?
Best thing the fighter did, otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out. 7, 8.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Can they figure... Whoa, wait a minute! Nigel Benn has been rocked. The Dark Destroyer goes down. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Oh, what a shot! What a shot! You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.
I'm Todd Grisham, and you could not have chosen a better venue for this one. We're at the Lighthouse Theater, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape, and it's Nigel the Dark Destroyer Benn. He comes in at 177 centimeters tall with a 185 centimeter reach. And the man he'll be facing, it's Roy Jones Jr. He tipped the scales at 72 kilos, 180 centimeters tall, with a reach of 188.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
It's Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time, Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes.
This is going to be an intense stare before the fight starts.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go. Here we go for round 1. What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? That counter punch caught him clean. Shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Back and forth they go. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The crowd is dressed to impress here tonight, and the fighters promise to do the same, as we cannot wait for this, our main event.
You're getting everything tonight. And you know what? When you're in a theater, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses, because you're going to be so transparent, all laid out there.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
The jab can't find a home. Beautiful counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about BENN in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Don't be
down and breathe when you're stepping around. Come.
He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
He's not in your league. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together and put it back on him.
And there's the bell for round 2. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This is a high-octane battle. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Well done with that counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
Terrorize them into not wanting to throw a punch because they don't even see the shot leaving.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Is he gonna punch himself out though? Nice counter punch right up the middle. Perfectly timed uppercut. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about BENN in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow.
Let's get it started in round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Counter punch. That right hook's blocked. Holding nothing back here in the round. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Johnny, did you see that? The Dark Destroyer now in a very dark place. The Dark Destroyer goes down. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We continue.
They're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the set.
Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Talking about Ben in that last round. His legs are gone, but somehow he's still in this fight.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
I need you to switch back
Nice round, good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man.
and win the round. Don't worry about that round.
Will appear.
On to the fourth we go. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Nice counter. There's a counter shot. Can the Dark Destroyer get out of this dark place? On instant replay.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the time.
I gotta stop you. As we take another look, it's this punch right here that sealed the deal.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are right.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. Back into the fray here in round 5. Is this the beginning of the end after... Did you see that? Oh, no. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You still want to fight?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he...
Wow, let's take another look at that.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
It happened. You saw it here.